Jerry did without RJ on Saturday?
I feel like we played well at times, but it's hard to be perfect the whole game. So we definitely had some mistakes, and then like JP was out for a little bit, so I moved to free. Rod played a lot of strong. Kuz played a lot of nickel. So just moving parts, that was a good thing though. That was a positive of the game. We have a lot of guys that can play a lot of different positions, but we just got to keep working and getting used to it to where we can play as fast as we can at our primary positions and our secondary ones too.
You talked about you were playing so well because you had all these veterans around you and RJ not there and JP not there for a period of time. What was that like on the field?
It's still kind of the same because they're with you in the preparation phase. So during practice and stuff, still get a lot of pointers. RJ really wasn't in meetings and stuff, so I texted him a lot last weekend. We came up here yesterday and watched tape together. So even though they're not on the field with you, just having them during the preparation process, you still have Coobs out there, 3-year starter, who really helps you. And then even JP not in the game, as soon as I get to the sideline, he's kind of telling me things to look out for, telling me what I did good, telling me things I can improve on. So it's still there for sure.
Yeah, Jalen, sorry, David, over TigerNet. Jalen gets hurt 6, 7 plays into the game. You come over to the side. What does Coach Khan say to you? And did you say, okay, I got this. I'm ready for the challenge?
All week, kind of. Well, we knew because RJ was going to be out. All week I've been kind of like working free safety. So it was just kind of one of those things where it was just preparing for it just in case, and it just happened quicker than we or quicker than we expected it. So Coach Khan was just kind of like, you gonna go to free this series. I was like, okay. He didn't tell me I was going to free like whole time. And then at halftime he was like, you feel comfortable? I was like, yes sir, I feel good out there. Like it's just football, so just get out there and play. Same thing with Rod. Just told Rod like, it's your shot. Like God give you an opportunity, just go take advantage of it.
I guess for people who might not know, like what is the difference between free and strong? What are the responsibilities that actually switch up?
Strong safety is more of like a feel. You're going towards the speed. That's more like you probably thinking coverage type thing with those guys. And then free is more. It's a lot more in the brain. Like you got to think. Like I told JP, he plays the hardest position out of our secondary. You got to see the front a lot. You got to understand the calls. You just got to see so much and be able to react with time. But you're more boundary. You're thinking more fits while also having to be a guy who can help and pass.
I think does it give you a little bit more, even more confidence that you can play both those spots now? Things are going pretty well.
Yeah, it feels good, but like I said, I just got to keep watching tape and kind of just diving into the playbook more and more. It's like a reset with free. I know Star back of my mind, got to think about it on the field. Strong, I know pretty well because it associates with Star really well. So I just got to kind of reset, keep going into the playbook with free, so I can play as fast as I can out there without thinking.
What's it like for a defense to give up 200 yards, 9 first downs, and walk away with a loss?
No, it's a complimentary game, so it's like there were some times when the offense, when they went and scored or something, like we had a chance to have a 3 and out. We gave up. Did we give up 2 first downs on that drive? I don't remember if we gave up 2 or 1, but just stuff like that. So it's tough for sure because we want to win just as bad as anybody. Like I see a lot of stuff is questions like what we do in practice and stuff. Like we work hard. This is like a year-long job. No one do this just to go and not get the result we want. But it's tough. But we stick together. And like Coach Sweeney said, you can't wish for a better yesterday. So just got to move on and keep going.
Do you like turn off all social media? Like how do you keep kind of the noise out?
Yeah, I got all my media muted. I got Twitter is gone. Instagram's muted. I really just talk to my friends on Snapchat a little bit, and I text my parents. Yeah.
Any questions for Khalil from Zoom? Anybody in person?
Does this Notre Dame offense present a pretty? I mean, we're just watching them. You know what they bring, like a physical test every snap, pretty much. What are your reflections on that? Observations?
This team this year, from like what we talked about a little bit, what I've seen personally. Last year it was more like just physically dominating. They could do every play. This year is the same thing. They can physically dominate you, especially in the run game every play. But they have weapons. They have a vet quarterback out there who they trust. So it's really hard to make them one-dimensional this year. So it'll be a tough challenge, but just got to prepare, get in that film room, figure out the plan, and go establish it.
Does this game have any extra meaning for you, being that Notre Dame was not a school that was a game?
Nah, not really. Just football.
Anyone else for Khalil?
Just another thing, your high school coach was talking to me and told me that you were a guy that would talk and you'd watch film yourself and be like, okay, keep this guy this way just from watching this, or even on defense, you're very quickly able to figure out like how everything works. I mean, how long have you been that type of film study, or does that go back to middle school, early high school? Like, when did you really pick that up?
It was my end of my sophomore year. I tore my ACL, and so like that off season, Coach Fab, his name is John Fabris. He just kind of told me, while I can't physically work on football, I can work on the other aspects of it, and like that's part of the mental game. So he kind of got me into really understanding like how important film study is. Then my trainer Ken Whitehead kind of told me on film like some things to look at, and then just naturally like growing as a player, growing as a man, like just watching it, seeing things, being a football player, just yeah.
How much were you studying per night in high school?
High school, it really wasn't even at night. Like I watched it after practice with my teammates. That's what I would try to like incorporate, like kind of team thing. But that wasn't that long. People had homework, go home, take care of like high school stuff. But during class, it sounds bad, but like during class, if there was a video going up, watching film. It was just that kind of thing. So yeah.
Still do that here.
Yeah, I watch a lot of tape here at the facility though. Like when I get home, just kind of just hit that bed, go to sleep. But yeah.
Anybody else? All right, thanks, Khalil.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time, man. Left a little bit of a breather, Nick.